shortly our Executive Director, Dr. Abu Bakr, to introduce the speakers and the panel. And then at 3:30, we will have our next panel, which is on Islam and democracy. It will be delivered by IIIT Chair Professor Abdul Aziz Sachadina. He is the IIIT Chair at George Mason University. And it will be also including Dr. Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool, the former ambassador to the United States from South Africa. They will going to discuss the concept of Islam and democracy, roots and realities. And then later on, we will have another panel at 4:45 discussing the concept of Maqasid al-Sharia, a system approach, where we'll have also Professor Jasser Oda and Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool. At 6:15 tonight, I would like to invite you all to join us in this special event where we will have IIIT conferring the award, the Distinguished Scholar Award, to professor, to the intellectual, to our thinker, Professor Tariq Ramadan at 6:15, where he will also deliver his first memorial lecture that is named after IIIT founder Dr. Jamal Barzinchi, rahimahullah. So we would love for you to come back here. All these events and panels will take place in this venue, room 21. Tomorrow we will have two intellectual panels. We will have the first one on the story of the Quran by Professor Ingrid Madsen and Hadia Mubarak. And at 3:30 we will have a consortium on the higher education in North America. It will include our research director, Dr. Irmin Sinanovic, and Mr. Jihad Turk, Dr. Shaban Amir, and Mr. Munir Sheikh. We would love for you to come and attend these panels today and tomorrow. And this is actually the fourth in the series, almost fourth in the row, that we coordinate and organize intellectual panels around concept of interest to IIIT and the Muslim Ummah to reach out to the community, as most of our publications are more philosophical and appeal to the academics than others. So just a brief information about IIIT. Everybody say, what does IIIT stands for? Well, it stands for International Institute of Islamic Thought. But at the same time, let's take these three I's and we call them like the stool to which the three dimensions of IIIT, which is research, publications, and educations. We have a very robust program in publications. We publish books in 25 languages, primarily in English and Arabic, when translate them in other languages. And we publish 2 academically refereed journals. They are peer-reviewed, and they are recognized academically in most of the universities. One of them in English, one of them in Arabic. Ambassador Rasool, we'd like to join us, please. And then we do also research. We have many research grants and resident scholars, short and long-term grants, and we work with scholars to develop and publish their theses. And education, we have joint programs with various universities, with George Mason universities, with Hartford seminaries, and with other universities across the Muslim world, as well as Europe's. IIIT has about 17 offices around the world, offices and affiliates. So that's IIIT. Again, welcome you to our program, and we will have a book display at the back, as well as a book signing after every event that revolve around a particular title or publications. And we do have IIIT info desk downstairs in the main foyer next to the info center, as well as IIIT booths at number 916 and 1017. So 916, it is adjunct to 1017. With that, I would like to call upon the Executive Director, Dr. Abu Bakr Shingiti, to moderate the first panel. Thank you very much.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Again, on behalf of all the IIIT family, International Institute of Islamic Thought. I would like to welcome you all. This is obviously a well-attended session, and all of you are keen to listen to the distinguished panel of speakers we invited this afternoon to you. So my remarks will be brief, and I will start with just thanking our distinguished guest for responding to our call to participate in this panel. As Brother Obey mentioned, this is our attempt to reach out with our message to the broader Muslim community. IIIT, as you may know, is a research institution that focuses on scholarly work. So our discourse is mainly scholarly, but we have an obligation to reach out to the Muslim community, and our founders have indeed done so throughout the years. But a few years back, we thought of holding regular events that will bridge this gap and bring the scholars around issues of interest to us, to the community at large, and we are very delighted that these events have been very successful, to the extent that ISNA now has decided to invite other organizations to come and organize their own program within the ISNA program. We initiated this with them a few years ago, and one of the results of this is this panel, and which appeared on the program. The title of our panel this afternoon is the Fiqh of Citizenship, and it's indeed an issue that is part and parcel of Okay. I'm reminded that there is a line of people who are trying to come in. So why don't you walk and come forward, fill in the gaps, or if you would like to stand, you can stand on the sides of the wall here, so that those who are outside will be able to come in. So please come forward. Come forward to the extent that you can. Yeah, fill in all the gaps, make the seats beside you, please, available. I could see a few seats. Just take them and sit. If they are not taken, please do. So let's continue. The presence of large Muslim communities in the West and non-Muslim minorities in Muslim-majority countries poses certain challenge to the Muslim community leadership and to others as well. And so, indeed, there is a tradition of scholarship in addressing these issues, but they became important and critical with the increasing numbers of Muslims who came to reside, to study, and to work in the West in general, and in Europe and the United States in particular. So, as part of its mandate, the International Institute of Islamic Thought initiated this project on fiqh of minorities. And one of the pioneers of this is Sheikh Taha Jabir al-Alawani, rahimahullah, who passed this earlier this year, and who wrote extensively on the fiqh of minorities. And the idea picked up, and a lot of scholars, many Muslims and some non-Muslims, have actually started addressing it from different aspects. jurisprudence, sociological aspects, political aspects, and but the discourse on fiqh of minorities recently have been informed by developments within the Muslim community and around it, particularly the challenge that the Muslims faced in Europe and in the United States that put a lot of questions on their loyalty to their countries and caused the Muslims to think anew about their relationship to the countries that they have chosen as residents. And so there are new developments of reforming the discourse along lines of citizenship and not just rights for minorities. Some of the proponents for these concepts of citizenship are the distinguished panelists that we have invited, Professor Tariq Ramadan and Professor Jasir Ouda. All of you here who came to listen to them probably know about them, so I'm not going to waste time on introducing them. I would just like to say that we are very delighted that they have accepted to come, and would like to invite Dr. Tariq Ramadan to open up the discussion with his remarks. Thank you very much.